Why Kalbi short ribs are always better at restaurants. Okay, and hey, I'm moving, so this is the state of my life right now, so we're just gonna work around it. Okay, so the purpose of this series, the purpose has always been not to show you like, oh, look at me, I can do this and you cannot. That's not the purpose of why it's always better at restaurants. The purpose is to show you why it's always better so you can actually do these things at home. And another thing, it comes with other factors, such as it could be cheaper, it is cheaper at home. Because think about it, this sandwich I'm about to make, the kalbi, it could be upwards of, I don't know, $20, $25 for this type of sandwich, because you're talking short ribs here. And at home, it could cost you, I don't know, $5, $10, probably $5. I'm also going to go ahead and call my really good friend Maddie Park. Maddie Park, she specializes in Korean food, and that just goes to show us as cooks, we're not gonna always take our own advice. If, say, I don't specialize in Korean, I'm gonna go with someone that specializes in that and ask them, hey, what's the best source for this kalbi marinade? Hey. How's it going? Well, I thought it'd be fun to catch up and then like you could show me a good kalbi marinade. I'm kind of near like the gochujang aisle right now. I'm assuming gochujang is what I'll need as well, right?
Unless you want it spicy, no. Kalbi is more like soy marinade.
Oh, okay. So it's not a gochujang. Does it get like a doenjang? No jongs?
Not doenjang. You're gonna use it's more like savory and sweet.
Okay.
So it's gonna be like soy sauce, sesame oil, and some fruit like apple, Korean pear.
Soy sauce, you got it. Okay. Okay. I guess I'll just go with Aloha.
Yeah.
Aloha
I've
it
never
is.
used that before. I'm sure it's fine.
Oh, this stuff
is
is.
the one that you like.
I used this one ever since I went to Hawaii, and they were like saying this is the move. Okay, so soy sauce.
Yeah.
Which brand mirin do you like?
The one right in front of you, right there.
This one?
Yes, that one.
Really?
Yeah.
What brand is this called?
I don't know what brand it is. Oh, what is it? What does it say? But it looks familiar.
Wait, so you're telling me to buy it and you don't even know what brand this is?
What? It looks familiar. Wait,
Just because it has the fish and the steak?
Yeah.
Okay, Lotte Mirin. Okay.
And yeah, that's it.
That's literally it for kalbi?
No, you gotta put puree in like an apple.
Okay,
and
I'm going
Korean
again.
pear.
Apple and a Korean pear.
Apple, Korean pear, onions.
Now, why an apple or a pear? Why put these into a marinade? Apples are used a lot in marinades for Korean cooking, I've noticed. And typically, you can replace it for the sweetener. You can replace this for the sweetener if you'd like, but this also contains another benefit. And I think this is probably one of the main reasons why this is found in a lot of marinades. And that is the bromelain. This contains bromelain, which is an enzyme that helps to break down the meat. So if you know where I'm going with this, it's a natural tenderizer. So that's basically one of the main reasons why they use the Asian pear or the apple in the marinade. Now on top of that, it's gonna do a third thing, believe it or not. As you can see, this has a lot of moisture. So what this is gonna do, it's gonna help keep the meat moist when it's marinating. So on top of it, you know, breaking down the meat, making it softer, tenderizing it, it's gonna keep it moist as well. So really good option is to add an apple to your marinades just in general. Now, like Maddie mentioned, this is a very typical marinade. It's got your garlic. It's meant to be like a savory and sweet situation. Now, I'm also utilizing the bottoms of these scallions for the onion side of things. And I'm using the top of the scallions for a garnish later on that you'll see. Now mirin, why mirin instead of just regular vinegar? Well, for one, it has like a natural sweetness, it adds a little gloss, glaze, caramelization situation, and umami. If you don't happen to have mirin where you are, which is basically impossible, they even sell it at Walmart, then I would recommend just adding a little bit of sugar to your rice vinegar, or I guess if you're gonna go champagne vinegar out, you could do that as well. But mirin is very easy to find, and it's just gonna add that extra depth of flavor. Same goes for the soy sauce, just extra umami. Now, why marinate overnight? Well, the reason is flavor penetration. Typically, galbi short rib is used with the long cut, like hotel cut short ribs. But since we're not going that route today, it's totally fine. I'm using like these fat cut short ribs. They're beautiful. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give it like a little tossy toss in the sauce, and then I'm going to braise it off after searing it. Then it's just gonna get pulled and it's all gonna get mixed in together. So there's really no need for me to marinate it overnight, although it still does make a better product. Now, the whole reason for the sesame oil is for the flavor. You want that sesame flavor. Now, I don't need it because I'm gonna pull it and I want a high smoke point anyways, and I love the beefy flavor of this beef fat. So I'm utilizing beef fat today for my galbi. Now, while that's going on, I'm gonna show you the scallion kimchi that I was gonna mention earlier with these scallion tops. Now, it's a very simple thing, and a lot of people don't realize you can make kimchi with a lot of different items, and they call this a type of banchan. And a banchan is like a side, because you know, in Korean cuisine they have a lot of different sides, and that's what I love about it. So many different flavors going on, so many different options. It's really fun to have like a different pop of acid and brightness in your mouth when you have like this rich, luxurious meat going on. So I'm just making a scallion kimchi, really thinly sliced scallions that's gonna get mixed together with basically a kimchi base. And I have many videos on my channel on how to make my own kimchi. If you don't know how to do that, you could check it out, or you can even just Google like kimchi marinade if you want to go along with someone else's recipe. This is why I love to keep kimchi base in my fridge. You can just pull it out, then add it to basically anything. I've even done a watermelon kimchi. Give it a little mixy mix and then toss it directly into your fridge. And there we go. This is gonna be an excellent topper on this pulled short rib. This just finished, and why do I use a pressure cooker is probably the next thing I might hit. And the reason is, it's just time. You could just put it in a pot, like normal cast iron pot, and cook it off, but it's gonna take about 4 hours or so, as in this just took like 1 hour. Another thing is flavor infusion, and that basically means it gets that marinade infused with the beef short ribs a lot quicker. And that's because I didn't marinate this overnight. Just look at how insane these look. Plastic forks. Why am I using plastic forks? That's just the stage of life I'm at right now. I don't have any forks out. Everything is packed. But see how quickly these just fall apart, even with a plastic fork? Now, why would I use gochujang? Gochujang, what it is it's basically, it's a fermented chili soybean paste. And this is gonna add a nice contrast. It's gonna have that spicy, that's gonna go contrasting with this like luxurious sweet meat going on. And I want to make a condiment. Now, you know that I'm no stranger to condiments. Like, I made the kimchi ketchup a popular thing a while back. And I just want to go ahead and, oh, look at that, plastic spoon breaking on me. Great. I want to go ahead and make something along the lines of that. It's gonna have that heat, but it's also gonna have like a creaminess because it's gonna have mayo in it. And I just suddenly had the idea to add dill pickles to the mix. It's gonna be that nice crunchiness, but it's also gonna add some acidity. Now, I love a secret sauce, and a secret sauce would usually have some chopped up pickles in it. And we are kind of along the lines of like a barbecue sandwich, so it only makes sense to add some pickles to the barbecue situation. Soy sauce to season it, yet add umami. Then mayo. We don't need to make our own mayo here. Like, come on, it's a sandwich, it's gonna be fine. That's actually really good. I'm moving, don't judge me, it's a paper plate. Here's our little mayo, gochujang mayo. Oh, it's not too hot, okay. Oh my God, that looks so good. And then scallion kimchi. Like galbi is always better at restaurants, but we're at home. So you get the point, right? We're at home, I'm able to show you like these little things that I've picked up in my time. That looks so good. Galbi short rib sandwich. My God.